My time here has been incredible.
He's calling them out.
Via Wonderland, will you marry me?
Good morning. Hi, my name is Nikki and I'm here in Tanzania, Africa with EXG Safaris. My time here has been incredible.
Hi, my name is Alex and I have the opportunity to work with Nikki to plan my 12-day safari out here in Tanzania, Africa.
So I had the opportunity to come to Tanzania, Africa, and it was all planned by Nikki. It has been incredible. It has truly been, I have not had to worry about anything since being here. The accommodations, the food, the itinerary, everything has just been.
I have seen animals so close to our Jeep that it's been incredible. Lions and elephants 10 to 15 feet from my Jeep, down to dung beetles and chameleons that I watched change color as it went into the bush. I had the opportunity to dance with the Maasai tribe and learn how to hunt with the Bushmen. And everything that EXG has done has been down to the smallest detail. They have answered all questions. They have changed itineraries if we ask them to. They've been so accommodating, and our guide, incredible. His knowledge is just over the top. I have learned more about animal behavior, about the bird species that are here, and there's so many beautiful birds here. Down to tree behavior. I had no idea that trees had behavior. Who knew? But his knowledge is just above anything that I've ever learned in a book.
So I do work in the animal field. So I do work at a zoo in the United States, and to be able to work closely with the animals that I do, which are African animals, but then to see them out in nature in their natural habitats is a completely different experience. They are well kept and well taken care of in human care, but then to be able to get as close as we did with them out in nature and to see them out in nature has been a completely different experience for me. To be able to see them just roam across the African savanna, to be able to see them climbing up trees and looking for all of their food and all the different hunting aspects was an amazing experience. To be able to appreciate them not only when I go back to work, but to see them out in nature as well has been a beautiful experience. Another big thing that was a huge part of this was I wanted to propose to my girlfriend out here in Africa. Again, we were both in the animal field, so doing this for me was a huge opportunity, and she worked beautifully with me and was able to curate the best proposal I could have ever thought of. And she did say yes, so that's a huge perk as well. But to be able to work with someone so closely and to curate such a vacation that is going to be a core memory of mine for the rest of my life was absolutely amazing. So I can't thank Nikki enough for the experience that I've had here. And I would recommend coming here for a proposal, for an anniversary, by yourself, with somebody else, anybody, to book through Nikki, because it will be a flawless experience. She will hit everything that you will need, and there will be no issues whatsoever.
I actually had the opportunity to get
Now you
proposed
said
to,
it
so
laughing.
I did say yes. And it was everything I could have asked for. It was perfect coming here. Both my fiance and I work in the animal field, and seeing animals that we see in a zoo out in the wild has just been incredible. We know our animals are taken well care of, but to see all their natural behaviors has just been out of this world. Coming to Africa has always been a bucket list of mine, and it surpassed everything that I could have imagined.
Hey everyone, my name is Joe, and I actually had a chance to spend 12 days out here in the African Serengeti. Anybody can tell you that the animals are great and the people are great and the culture is magnificent, but one thing that I picked up on while I was here is the different topography that Africa has to offer. You're stepping in from areas that look like something you would see in the rainforest from, South America to the next trip 2 days later, you're looking at something that reminds you of something from the American West, long flowing plains with animals running wild. And then you cross into the Serengeti and you're in another type of landscape where it actually looks like what you would normally see on Wild Kingdom. You're used to seeing that type of look. So you were able to experience all of that with your whole trip here. So that's something that you're not going to find anywhere else. And all the while, you have all the animals involved in all the areas. Plus you have the culture of the different tribes through each and every one. And the whole experience is wrapped up in a nice, tight little package by EXG Safaris. So to say that they are the tops in what they do is an understatement. And the only way that you'll get to know that is if you experience it yourself. So I truly recommend anybody who wants to do something like this, use EXG Safaris. They're amazing.
Um, uh, EXG Safaris has an attitude of Hakuna Matata, no worries, no problems. We help you, we work with you, and that's what I want to curate for all of my clients. If you work with me and I work with EXG Safaris, I will curate an easygoing, wonderful vacation for you. Hakuna Matata from Nikki.